Yellow is the color my true love's here in the morning. When we rise in the morning, when we rise, that's the time, that's the time I love the best. Blue's the color of the sky in the morning, when we rise in the morning, when we rise, that's the time, that's the time I love the best. Green's the color of the sparkling corn in the morning, when we rise in the morning, when we rise, that's the time, that's the time I love the best.
So normally when I watch a sneak peek, I look at it a couple times, but I don't have to ponder about what I'm going to say because I'm so afraid of the reception the review will get. And I have to say this time I'm a little afraid because, guys, I really didn't like this at all. I thought it was just one of the most boring things I've ever seen, and I don't get why they would release this for a sneak peek when coming off such a strong trailer. Like, the trailer for this episode is amazing. It's one of the best trailers from Once Upon a Time I've ever seen, and I'm very excited for the episode nonetheless. But this sneak peek just has me going, okay, like, I get the purpose of it. It's to show how the two of them are dealing with the effects of the sleeping curse. They stay awake, one stays awake for 12 hours, the other one stays awake for 12 hours. Like, they flip-flop. They kiss, one falls asleep, they do the chores, take care of the baby, etc., etc. It's literally an ad for how to deal with having your partner in a sleeping curse and you're sharing the affliction. That's really it. I think it's supposed to try to pull at the audience's heartstrings to make you feel bad for Snow White and Prince Charming, because in the end of the day, obviously dealing with, having your partner asleep for 12 hours and not being able to be with them, and I'm using 12 hours lately, I mean, in all fairness, he could kiss her for an hour and then, she could kiss him an hour later. Like, they can literally do it in however many intervals they want, but at the same time, they can't be together. And that's the whole purpose of the curse. And eventually, even though they have this nice system where they can record videos and write notes, they're not together, and it's eventually going to drive them nuts. The person that's most likely going to be driven nuts from the trailer is Snow White Mary Margaret, because she throws a mirror or something at the mirror because she knows the evil queen is looking at them, most likely reveling in what she's done, because essentially she's taken away their happy ending in the most ingenious of ways. Granted, it's done through a sleeping curse, but it's done in a way where they're both alive, they're both together, but they can't be together, at least consciously. The only way I could think of them to even be together if they somehow could merge their dreams, because there's no way to break this curse at the moment. We haven't figured it out. We kind of speculated, but I don't want to get into speculation of that. But I don't know. Besides merging the dreams, how else can they be together unless they figure out a way to break the curse or to kill the evil queen and get rid of her? But I don't even think if you kill the evil queen, if it nullifies the effects of the curse. There's so many little caveats that we don't know about 100% here. I don't even know if you like, for example, when Regina cast the first dark curse, I don't even know if you killed Regina, if that would break the dark curse's spell and send everyone back or whatnot. Like, who knows? Like there's so many different things that we don't know about. I like the way that the sneak peek was set up. And by the way, I do think this is going to be the first scene of the episode because it's really showing us how they're dealing with their lives. So I like how it has that split screen. I'm all a fan of split screens. I think those are actually really cool when it's seen, especially in like a TV. Like, it looks really cool in like a fan-made video, but when you see like real television producers and editors doing it, I'm like, ooh, like I know how to do that because that's like a real cool thing to do. So I did enjoy that. Again, visually, it's quite nice. It's trying to make you feel sad. I just don't feel sad for them because I'm not a fan of Snow White and Prince Charming. I don't think Jennifer Goodwin and Josh Dallas are particularly involved in the most interesting roles at the moment. I know that the writers are trying to give them stuff to do, but no. I think after season 3, they really kind of steamed out and should just become supporting characters, advice-giving characters, maybe in an episode here or there, but not in every episode where, everyone has to get included. I was actually thinking about this before I set up the review, that I think Once Upon a Time characters, or Once Upon a Time in general, has such a wide variety of starring cast members that the writers are going like, oh, we need to give Emily a storyline, we need to give Bobby or Robert a storyline, we need to give Jennifer, Lana, Colin, and Jared a story, and we also need to give Josh and Ginny a storyline. So it's kind of like, and we even need to give Rebecca a storyline. We need to give everyone something to do. We need to blend it all together. And at the end of the day, or in the series finale, it needs to come together in some cohesive manner. And I think when you have so many characters, it causes a little bit of a writing lack. But anyway, that's just my thoughts. So I feel like I when I watched this, I looked at the comments on the television promo channel where I got it from, and everyone really seemed to be in love with it because they just support Snowing. I don't want Snowing to break up. I don't want that. Like, I want them to be a couple. Like, I like them as a couple. Josh Dallas and Jennifer Coolidge in real life are a couple. All of us know this. They work really well together. But I think Snowing's story is done, and to see, the writers kind of break it apart, it's upsetting in a sense, but at the same time, I'm like, why? Break up someone else's. Break something else. Make it more interesting. I'm just not super interested in their storyline, but I cannot wait to see the battle between Emma and Regina versus the Evil Queen Sim. Like, that's gonna be really, really fun to watch. So anyway, I am afraid to in all honesty, of what you guys are gonna say, because I don't care for the scene. It's the scene I don't care for. But, when you're reviewing a scene, that's also going to happen. Like, you're not going to love everything that gets thrown at you, because there are some scenes where the characters are just going at it and you love it. And there are some scenes that are quiet and like this with a very odd score. Like, at one point I thought, is this going to be like, are we watching a movie, or are we watching a rom-com? Are we watching a comedy show? Like, this just doesn't seem right. Or a sitcom, I should say. It just seemed very, very jokey. And I guess that was the point, like, to try to make it feel homey, to see how they're, to see how they're adjusting. And I understand, I got the message. I just don't have the emotion. So message received, just no heartstrings have been pulled. So anyway, if you guys are Snowing fans, I know a lot of you are. I saw this in the episode review for Heartless, that a lot of you are Snowing fans, so I'm really curious what you guys have to say about that, for those of you who are fans of Snowing. But I talked for over 6 minutes about this. There's no analysis. I just really wanted to kind of break it down bit by bit. And I think I did that. So anyway, share your thoughts about the sneak peek in the comments below. Hopefully we'll get one more that's a bit more action-packed, maybe with the dragon. I think that would be really cool. Or with them being banished to the mirror world. Like, that would also be really cool. We generally get 2. So I'm looking forward to the second one a bit more. I still think the episode will be very good. I just, as I said, as a reviewer, when you're looking at individual scenes, you can't be like every scene is the best, because that's not how life works. So anyway, share your thoughts about the sneak peek in the comments below. Thank you so much for checking out my review, and we'll talk about Once Upon a Time very soon. All right, guys. Bye.